Stop scrolling. From 2029, Italian citizenship by descent could change completely. Because the plan is simple. Consulates will no longer handle most adult Iure Sanguinis applications. If you want a court re-evaluation of your case, go now to mangataavvocati.it if you speak English, or mangatalatam.com if you prefer Portuguese or Spanish. And if you want a personal consultation, email us at info@mangataavvocati.com. Don't start collecting documents on your own. You risk wasting months and money on documents that are useless, wrong, or incomplete. We always say first the strategy, then the documents, always. So now let's talk about what is coming. Because this is not a small adjustment, it's a structural redesign of the entire system for Italians abroad. The usual quick disclaimer, this video is informational only. This is not a legal advice because every case is different and one detail can change everything. So here is the core idea. A new central office in Italy within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will handle the reconstructions of Italian citizenship Iure Sanguinis for adult applicants who live abroad. And consulates will keep only limited functions. 1. They will certify the maintenance of citizenship for people who are already recognized. 2. They will still recognize citizenship for minors living in their district when the parents are already recognized citizens. But for adult first-time recognition abroad, the center of gravity moves to Rome. And yes, this is why people are saying that from 2029 everything changes. Now, let me be very clear. This is being presented as a way to standardize decisions and reduce pressure on consulates. And that could be a good thing, because today one consulate may accept a certain document, and another may reject the same document. So the promise is one system, one standard. But there are also serious concerns, and I want to be balanced here. Only time will tell whether this reform will improve the system or whether it will create a new bottleneck. So I want you to tell me what you think in the comments. Would you prefer a centralized office in Italy or a local consulate that knows your language and your country's documents? Now, let's talk about the main criticism people are raising. First criticism, distance. Well, for many families, consulates are already hard to deal with. Now, imagine sending an application to a central office far away with no local connection. Second criticism, capacity. If one central office must handle demand coming from the entire world, the risk is obvious. That backlog does not disappear. It just moves from consulates to Rome. Third criticism, paper. Well, in a parliamentary debate, it's been highlighted that the model requires sending applications in paper form, which many see as a step backward compared to full digital processing. Fourth criticism, local knowledge. A consulate often knows local rules, local certificates, and even the language. A central office may not have the same practical familiarity. Now, to be fair, the reform also speaks about communications being handled electronically in the relationship with the applicant, at least for notifications and contacts. So the system could end up being a sort of hybrid. Paper submissions, but digital communications. Now the big question, what does this mean for you today? Here is my answer. It means uncertainty, and uncertainty favors the prepared. Let's make one thing clear. Even if the administrative route is redesigned, the judicial route remains. Courts will still have competence, maybe more than now. So, if you cannot get a fair administrative path, the courtroom is not going away. And this is why I always say the same thing. It's often better to act before, not after, because the political direction is visible. The intentions looks like tightening the system for Italians abroad. More filters, more steps, even more obstacles, maybe more delays. So, if you are eligible and your case is strong, timing matters. Now, what should you do concretely? If your documents are already complete, correct, and verified, you should seriously consider acting sooner rather than later, because you are dealing with a system that we know. We know how to prepare for it. We know how to challenge it when needed. If your documents are not ready, do not panic, but also don't improvise. Don't order 10 certificates just because someone on the internet told you to. Start with a legal strategy, then build the file around that specific strategy. Now, I want your personal opinion. Is this reform a modernization? Or is it a wall? Is it efficiency? Or is it distance? Write in the comments, centralization yes or centralization no. And tell me your country, because the impact will feel different depending on where you live. Just a final reminder, if you want a court reevaluation, please go to mangataavvocati.it for English or mangatalatam.com for Portuguese or Spanish language. And for a personal consultation, email info@mangataavvocati.com, because every case is specific and one small detail can change everything. So, see you in the next video, and remember, law, not headlines.